The Europa League predictor, we're down to the last 8, the quarter-final stage. I think we start with the best tie, don't you?
Yeah, and what a tie this is. Napoli, who continue to fly high in Serie A, maybe a couple of disappointing results over recent weeks, but you can understand that. They're not going to catch Juventus. I don't think anybody behind them are going to catch them in that race for second. So maybe they take their foot off the gas a little bit, not concentrate as much as they are. I think this is an interesting first leg, given how good Arsenal have been at home.
Yep.
They've maybe struggled on the road. Arsenal will feel that if they are to get through to the semi-final, it's going to be won or lost on their home ground. Right now, I'm finding it hard to pick between these two, but I'm going to leave Arsenal just in the first leg. It's another discussion as to exactly who goes through.
Before I give you my pick, who's favourite for you to go through in the tie out of these two?
Favourite to go through in the tie over 2 legs? I go Napoli.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I think, depending on their injuries, because they've had a few of late and they've had problems with them, Insigne and Mertens and Alan, I think they get a draw. Do you know what? This wouldn't surprise me if it was a 0-0, and I think that would suit both teams, because Arsenal wouldn't be happy they didn't win, but they'd be happy at not conceding, and then it would set it up nicely. So I'm going to go for a draw for that one, probably a 0-0. We have a producer at ESPN FC who's a big Eintracht Frankfurt fan, and to be honest, he didn't give them much of a chance against Inter. He thought they'd go out, but they got through, and now they got a toughie in Benfica.
They've been absolutely fantastic since the turn of the year, and against a Benfica team who have been a bit up and down after dropping down out of the Champions League. I just feel coming into this one, I'm going to lead Eintracht Frankfurt here.
Wow.
I'm going for the upset. I thought they were that good in Milan. I'm giving them a nod.
I could see it. I don't think it'll happen. I think when they go back to the Commerzbank Arena, the atmosphere is going to be phenomenal, as it will be at the Stadium of Light. That's a good one. By the way, who's favourite to go through in that tie?
Again, I'm going Eintracht Frankfurt.
Okay.
Over 2 legs.
Wow. That's the draw that everyone wanted, and Chelsea have got it, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it is. Listen, I understand Slavia Prague have done well to get this far. At the same time, Chelsea have played their best football in the Europa League. Listen, likes of Hudson-Odoi, I think that's where he has risen to prominence. But at the same time, Sarri has shown a willingness to experiment a little bit more, and players have felt a luxury of just taking the shackles off somewhat. And their best football, their most free-flowing and highest scoring games have been in the Europa League. And then add into that an Eden Hazard, who Sarri has used sometimes in the Europa League. In this kind of form, at the semi-final stage, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that this will be a quarter-final stage. I'm not sure that Prague have got enough to deny Chelsea.
You give the tactical and the insight. I'm just going to say Hearts played them in the early 90s, my team, and beat them 4-2. Glenn Snodden scored a free kick. Remember Glenn?
Oh, you know it's 2019, right?
I do, but I've got no interest in talking about Slavia Prague. Chelsea will go through, Chelsea will win, but I get a Hearts reference into a Europa League predictor. Job done.
Okay.
Villarreal, Valencia. We used to do these games when we did the Spanish League, 6-7 years ago?
Yeah, and this is 18th against 6, and Villarreal have been not having a great season, still in the bottom 3. Valencia far more consistent, but I think Villarreal have hit a bit of form. They're scoring a lot and conceding far too many. I'm thinking of that Barcelona game in particular. I'm going to go for a little bit of an eyebrow raise again.
I can see that.
In the first leg, I think Villarreal got it done. Over the 2, I'm going to lean Valencia, but the first leg, I think the Yellow Submarine somehow get a win. There'll be goals in this.
I think so as well. And by the way, you've got long fingers that are really strong. I can see why you were a good goalkeeper. You nearly broke the screen. Be gentle. It's going to be a draw, and Valencia are going to go through in the second leg. Gentle, calm, just nice and
I'm not sure what to say to that.
Just gentle, Shaka, gentle.